Hi guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm the Queen of Digital Marketing, Chantel, here over at the Melanated Marketing and Motherhood channel. We talk about all things marketing and motherhood related. A lot of the time in my old videos, you may have heard my son in the background because everything I do pertaining to my business, he is typically in the forefront or in the background. So tonight is just me though. The topic for today is 8 ways to show up as a thought leader on social media. And I'm going to dive into that right after I get some of this housekeeping stuff out of the way. So yeah, in the description box below, you'll see information about our Patreon that I have set up called Digital Marketing Made Easy. Well, I'll do what the title of the group says. I will make digital marketing easy for you to market your business. And then Pinterest is the Queen of Digital Marketing. If you're a pinner, follow me there. Also, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now let's get into it. So, what is a thought leader? A thought leader is basically a person whose views are taken to be authoritative and influential. Basically, you're showing up as an expert on social media, which is really important if you want to draw in the right audience and turn those audience viewers into patrons of your business. So, we're going to go over some 8 key ways to add these different strategies into your digital marketing plan, as well as the different type of content you can create to boost up your thought leadership skills. The first one is to post informative videos. This one is like a given. If you are marketing anything online, you have to give information about what it is, who it's for, how it can help, how do you use it, why should people use it, or all that good stuff is important. Videos are like the number one way to promote on social media these days. We have Reels on Instagram. The whole TikTok platform is full of just video content. Even on Pinterest, they have idea pins where people can express their thought leadership in video form that way. So if you're camera shy, if you have any insecurities about being in front of the camera, get over them now. You got to put your face out there, share some informative videos. Even if it's not your face all the time, you can make different just text videos and, make your own little social media commercial ads, as I call them. It works just the same. Number 2, share tips. People love to hear tips. Oh, I heard it's good to do, the keto diet because, it helps you lose weight because you're implementing all these carbs and stuff like that. And also I heard a good way to implement the keto diet was to buy these groceries, these types of food that I read in this blog after I was just scrolling through Pinterest. So tips are important. If anyone is going to implement using your products, if anyone is going to implement purchasing your services from you, they need tips as to how to make it resonate with their real life. So any tips, like even if you provide a service like you're an esthetician and you're giving facials, how can they take care of their skin at home in between appointments? Share some tips on that. If you are an athlete, you're training for a weightlifting deal, and you're a personal trainer and you help people train for weightlifting deals, you need to let them know how to eat when they're not in the gym with you, how to regroup their body, get their body back regenerated after a weightlifting training session or performance. So those are some important tips that you can give for those industries. You can take it and make it fit toward your industry. I'm pretty sure you've already thought of buku tips you can share with your audience, right? So use the art of storytelling is number 3. This is so important. People are suckers for good stories. Why did you start your business? What's the story behind that? A lot of people have personal experiences that happen to them that, spark the aha moment to let them know they need to be a business owner and this is what their business needs to be about. Like me, for instance, I was a person who graduated college in mass communications with a minor in public relations, and I really thought I was going to get a job in that field because I was really passionate about writing for people. So after graduating college, I went into the real world and kept getting job after job after job. But guess what? None of those jobs were in my field. Why did you work so many jobs, you asked? Well, later on in life, I found out that, it has to do with my human design type as a projector. It's just certain things that we get burnt out with real fast. That's just who I am. But back then I didn't know. Only thing I knew was every time I would try to apply for a job in the public relations industry, I wouldn't ever get an interview. It was always rejection, 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 or no feedback whatsoever, which is the worst. Like, you can at least tell me no, right? But that was my story. So I settled for what I was just naturally good at, which was working for children. I had a lot of jobs teaching children. Like, I love children, but if you're a teacher in any capacity, whether it's childcare or lower elementary like I was, middle school teacher, high school teacher, you're not getting no money. And if you're like me, taught in what's considered to be the hood in, the areas where our people are going through a lot of things, you went through a lot of stuff emotionally with those children. And then I'm not going to get into the other side of being in education, especially working for charter schools like I did. That's a whole nother story. So I went off on a little tangent, but you can kind of use your own art of storytelling to share information about why you started your business. So I talked about all that just to say that the reason why I started my business was I had a big epiphany one day sitting on the couch after working for a nonprofit for a few months. I was like, I was doing their social media. I was doing their email marketing. I was like, this is kind of like PR work. I'm doing all this, content creating and writing for this nonprofit. I liked it. I was at a very, very interesting place in life after, losing my daughter several months before. And I was just like, I like helping people. I want to make this something that I do all the time. I want to make this my means of, living. Like, why can't I? So I took that crazy idea and I ran with it, and here I am now. So you don't always have to talk about your origin story. You can use the art of storytelling to kind of describe who your client avatar is. Like I always say, you have to be real specific about who you're reaching for your product or your service, so much so that you can describe his or her life from the time she wakes up in the morning to the time she lays her head down to rest at night. You can, describe what she does when she wakes up. If you're you're into holistic health care, maybe you're a naturopathic doctor or something of that sort, and your ideal client is a woman who may be dealing with PCOS and at her wit's end and ready to, possibly conceive and all that kind of stuff. You can just go into the art of storytelling when you create maybe your blog post or your social media post, and you can just tell the story about how, a woman living with PCOS, what she deals with on a day-to-day basis, what her mindset is, the things that she faces and goes through. So those are different ways you can kind of connect storytelling with your audience. It always touches heartstrings, and it always gets people to notice you're passionate about what you do. So number 4, use thought-provoking quotes. It takes no time to get a quick Google search going and find lots of quotes to reshare to your social media. And sometimes these quotes may not even have an author because they've been requoted so many times over and over again, but you can still find a lot of quotes online. So use them. We're in the age of growth mindset. We're in the age of generational wealth. So it's important to share quotes along those lines with your audience to kind of keep everybody motivated, because we're all in this together. We're all trying to change the game for our next generation to come. Number 5, story engagement. I'm talking about like Instagram stories, Facebook stories, those type of stories. So you can get a lot of engagement if you have a story strategy implemented into your whole marketing social media strategy. The main way to get engagement is to create hands-free videos where you're just talking and sharing your spiel about maybe something going on in life or business related, just anything to get your audience to connect with you and to get them to keep viewing the store, and polls and other engagement tools and stickers like that. You can ask the questions. It don't always have to be a yes or no answer. You have the option to change it to different words. You can do the heart eye slider emoji thing. You can do countdowns, get people to get reminders for certain countdowns. Maybe you're going live later on in the week. They can set a reminder to view the live. It's so many ways you can get engagement using stories. Now, a good trick with using stories is if you want more people to view your stories, view your other audience members, your other follower stories as well. Now, you're not just going to view them, you're going to actually engage. Send an emoji reaction if it resonates. If they have a poll or anything, any type of sticker on their story, answer that. All that good stuff, all that helps you boost more views for your story. And another story strategy is taking a break for several hours or a day from creating stories and then going back and then creating a new story, because that boosts your views up as well. And what else did I want to say about story engagement? That should be everything. Number 6, guys, we're almost through. Give the facts. Give the straight facts about what it is, what you do. People tired of fluff. Fluff is everywhere. Give the facts about your service, your product, what people need to know, the important things that people need to know. Like if you're a chiropractor, you want to give the facts about, what it is, how it got started, how it fits in the realm of healing and medicine and all that kind of stuff. And just give the people the facts. You can give the facts in video form, carousel posts. Those always work well with sharing multiple pieces of information or kind of a lot of content. So keep that in mind when you're creating your factual post. Or you can do a simple statistic post. Did you know 30% of da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, and then boom, you give them straight facts about something. So think infographics, carousel, statistics, video content. And number 7, this should be used in all of your posts, period, point blank. Calls to action, giving a call to action. You really didn't need an S, but who cares? So what is a CTA? A CTA is telling your audience what to do and how to do it. Hey, go click the link in my bio and grab my free checklist on foods you need to maintain a great keto diet. You're telling them what to do and how to do it. So if you have a potential audience member who, or you have an audience member who's a potential client who is interested in the keto diet, interested in losing weight that way, you have a way for them to learn some starter information about what you offer. And that is a great way to also build your audience through lead generation, build your email audience as well, by making those lead magnets like your ebooks, your checklists, your guides, your lookbooks if you're into fashion and health and beauty. So always keep that in mind. Give a CTA in every post. Even if your CTA is comment below if you agree, drop an emoji, double tap, share this post if it resonates, save this post for later. All that good stuff is a call to action that could be used to get your audience involved and engaged. Live streaming is number 8. I already talked about at the beginning how video content is just what it is on social media. We have our reels, we have video content in the form of the 1-minute short form videos and all that kind of stuff. But live streaming will help you really set the bar, set the standard up high as showing your thought leadership to your audience, letting them know that you know what you're talking about. You're comfortable with sitting and talking about your zone of genius for minutes on end with them. You can live stream just off the fly. You can make it a free masterclass type vibe and get signups, email signups. You can do a webinar. You can do a week-long series where you're giving bits and pieces of information, and then of course offer something at the end of every live stream that you do. If it's just an on-the-fly type of live stream, I recommend offering like your consultation, and maybe you have like a pay ebook that costs money or a training that costs money that you want to offer at the end. But if you're taking the time to do like a masterclass, a webinar, or a weekly series where you had to build out your sales page to get signups and you're emailing people and you're putting in work, definitely take the time out to offer something robust to your audience at the end of that. Now, we are at the end of all 8 tips or 8 ways to show up as a thought leader on social media. Now, if this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe, share it to your social media platforms. Follow me on Pinterest. Check the description box below for our Patreon information, and I will see you in the next video.